Hi guys, my name is Dennis and this is my another English grammar point lesson. And today we are gonna talk about the present continuous tense. So, the present continuous tense, or some people may call it present progressive tense, one of the most common and simplest tenses of English language. Usually, we use the present continuous tense when we are talking about events and actions that are happening right now. For example, I'm making my English video. You are watching the English grammar lesson. I'm drinking tea right now. I'm peeling a banana right now. Let's take a look at the structure of English present continuous tense. So, we have a subject of a sentence, we have a verb to be depending on the subject, plus verb, main verb in its base form, plus ing ending. So, for example, I am lifting my cup. I am eating this banana. I am speaking English right now. At least I'm trying to speak English right now. You are watching my English speaking video. So, the basic and most common using of English present continuous tense is actions, physical actions that are happening right now. So, let's take a look at the examples. I'm explaining the present continuous tense. You are watching this video. She is flying to Mexico, for example. He is swimming in the pool. They are feeding monkeys at the zoo. All these actions are temporary. They are happening right now. Those are physical actions that happening right now. Let's move on. The second usage of the present continuous tense is when we are talking about actions that happening around now. Around now. Let's take a look at the examples. For example, I'm making videos about English speaking fluency. I'm not making video like this right now. Right now, I'm recording my video about English grammar point. But nowadays, recently, around now, I'm making the videos about English fluency. So let's take a look at some more examples. He's writing a new book. Maybe he isn't writing his book right now. Maybe right now he's actually taking a shower. But around now, maybe last few months or maybe last 2 years, he's writing his new book. And we know about that. So let's move on. She's trying to find a new job. This is happening around now. Maybe for the last 2 or 3 months, she is trying to find a new job. This is a repeated action that happens around now. They are working on their new project. They are working on their new project. Maybe this is their job, and maybe for the last few months or few years they are working. The third usage of the present continuous tense, quite similar to the previous usage, is when we are talking about temporary conditions or temporary states. For example, I'm living in this rented apartment. This is not a permanent situation. This is a temporary situation. I'm living in this apartment maybe for 1 month, and I'm going to live in this apartment maybe for 2 or 3 months, and then I'm going to leave this apartment and moved in another apartment or another house. So this is a temporary situation that are happening around now. We are staying at a hotel. This is, one more time, not a permanent situation. This is a temporary situation. We are staying at a hotel maybe for 2 weeks or maybe for 2 days, and then we are going to move on. So we are staying at a hotel. He is dating one of my good friends. So I believe this is a temporary situation. So I use the present continuous tense now. She is working as a waitress now. So it's a temporary situation as well. She's gonna change her job maybe after few months of being waitress. So we use the present continuous tense. The fourth usage of the present continuous tense is trends, situations where something tends to change. For example, the prices of houses are increasing. These situations is happening now. The prices are increasing. Maybe in the future the prices of houses going to decrease. But now the prices are increasing. So this is the present continuous tense as well. And one more example, people are wearing homemade face masks now. This is an actual example, and it relates to a recent situation in the world. The fifth usage of the present continuous tense is the situation when we are talking about repeated behavior. And normally, usually, this is a situation in which somebody's behavior is annoying us. For example, he is always complaining. It's annoying. It's always raining over here. They're always making so much noise. As you can see, we usually use words like always, constantly, and something like that when we use the present continuous tense in these situations. But sometimes it may be about a positive behavior too. For example, she's constantly feeding stray dogs in the streets. So all the previous examples refer to actions that are happening now or around now. But we can, and actually we often use the present continuous tense in situations when we are talking about the future plans, the future actions, and the future physical activities. For example, she is flying to Brazil next month. She isn't flying to Brazil right now. She's at home right now. But she knows that the next month she is going to fly to Brazil. And she probably have a ticket. She probably have a plan about it, and she is sure about this situation. So we can talk about her flight to Brazil next month using the present continuous tense. She is flying to Brazil next month. If we said she is flying to Brazil and that's all, it would mean that she is flying to Brazil right now. Right now, she is on the board of the plane. But she is flying to Brazil not right now. She is flying to Brazil next month. I'm recording a video about English speaking fluency in 3 days. I've decided to do it. I know this is gonna happen, and I can use the present continuous tense. He's meeting his former classmates tonight. So we can, and actually we should sometimes use the present continuous tense when we are speaking about situations in future. So for the final point of this lesson, let's take a look at some examples of negative sentences and questions using the present continuous tense. The structure of negative sentences using present continuous tense is subject plus verb to be plus not plus main verb plus ing form. For example, I'm not drinking tea right now. My mug is on the table. I'm not drinking tea right now. I drink tea maybe a few times per day, but right now I am not drinking my tea. You are not sleeping right now. Actually, you are listening to my video, aren't you? He's not swimming in the pool right now. His pool is getting cleaned. She is not cooking spaghetti for dinner. She's cooking, I don't know, maybe she's cooking mashed potato for dinner right now. The structure of questions using the present continuous tense is also pretty simple. We just should switch a subject of our sentence and the verb to be. Let's take a look at some examples. Are you sleeping? I hope you aren't. Am I wearing my blue striped t-shirt? No, I'm wearing my black t-shirt with thank you phrase on it. Is he writing a new book? Yes, he is. This book gonna be amazing. Are they staying at the Four Seasons Hotel? Yes, they are, but it's for only for 1 week. So in this lesson, we learned 6 main usings of the present continuous tense. Let's remember them. First, physical actions that are happening right now. I'm peeling a banana. I'm drinking tea, and so on. You are watching my video. Second, repeated actions that are happening around now for some continuous time. For example, he's writing his new book. She's working on her new project. Third usage. Temporary situations. Situations or conditions that are not permanent. For example, you are living at a hotel right now, maybe for a few months. They are working at a farm near the city. This is temporary situations. 5. When we talk about a repeated behavior, usually annoying behavior, for example, she's always making so much noise. It's annoying me. They are nagging and complaining all the time. And finally, 6. The sixth usage of the present continuous tense is when we talk about the future, and usually when we talk about strong plans and ideas in the future. For example, I'm going to Canada next year. I know that I'm for sure going to Canada, but it will happen only next year, not right now. He is buying a new house next month. She's moving in a new apartment next week, and so on. I really hope this lesson was useful for you. If so, please do click the like button and subscribe to my channel. The button is right here. It's really helps to produce a new content and to develop my project. Thank you all guys for watching, and bye bye for now.